Hangman Adam Page, Bryan Danielson, both men looking to get one step closer to the AEW World Championship.
That was almost in the throat. Damn, both of these men, their chests are so reddened up.
I'm going to say it again, these aren't chops, ladies and gentlemen. These are seriously hard palm strikes to the sternum, to the rib area.
And two new live events for AEW have just been recently announced. Wednesday, November 9th at Boston's
Backslide. Count us. Sorry.
And then in Bridgeport, Connecticut, Wednesday, November 16th, Total Mortgage Arena. Tickets for both events available Friday, September 16th. AEW TIX.
Oh, God.
Here we go. No. He didn't neutralize the shoulders on the leg.
No, he should have got that full double leg Nelson there. If you leave somebody like Bryan Danielson with the shoulder free, he's instinctually going to pick his arm up.
Let's take another look here.
Got a great crowd on hand for Dynamite here in Buffalo, New York.
There we go. This is what we witnessed here, how hard and how close it was right there for Hangman to advance.
Any young wrestler watching needs to look at that. You need to put that weight on both shoulders.
And you can see the fatigue evident on both competitors, not just because of the physicality of this match, but because both men left it all in the ring this past Sunday at All Out.
We are seeing another classic with two men who probably have one of the greatest rivalries ever in Dynamite. And the question is, not only can he advance, but can Bryan Danielson do something he's never done, defeat Hangman Adam Page?
Well, Danielson sneaks between the legs of Hangman.
Well, it's high stakes, as we know. Who advances? Who's going to advance to face Jericho next week in Albany?
Ground kicks, hammering the chest of Hangman.
The plan for, oh, here he comes. He's coming in hot. He's coming in hot.
And you'll send a sliding drop kick on target.
Oh, no.
And immediately, Danielson bringing Hangman back up with alacrity. Now the hammer and anvil elbows.
Violent shots by Danielson.
Danielson likes to use this back suplex, the avalanche back suplex. He's got Hangman perched on the top. Hangman lands on his feet.
Wow. Super impressive by the former AEW World Champion right there, Hangman Adam Page. Oh,
the rolling elbow, but the comebacker lariat too. No.
How tough is Danielson?
Oh, wait, Danielson, he just flattened out Hangman.
There we go. Go on, sunshine.
The lapel lock on the right arm, Taz.
In the middle of the ring. Fingers are clasped, got that S grip. He's got Hangman locked up. Will Hangman tap out?
Danielson has been focusing almost exclusively on that right arm of Hangman Adam Page to neutralize the buckshot lariat, but also to set him up for this.
Hangman's got to try and push his way back.
Oh, great escape. Great escape.
Peeled the grip off. That was smart.
Danielson, collides with the top rope. He tries to hang on.
He skinned the cat.
Danielson does, but Hangman waiting. No. Danielson counters, double underhook. And then now look this into the Juji Katami.
Yeah, got that Juji in pretty good here. He's got the arm locked out.
And now he flattens out Hangman Page once again.
Great counter. I think it was Page flattening himself out was smart, but to your point, Excalibur, it got him almost at a full
Come on now. He's gouging the nose now.
Stopping the breathing.
Yeah, he's inhibiting the breathing on the nose.
The breathing.
And
making
look
the
at
eyes
Hangman,
water.
though. Hangman with his hip underneath him. That's the only thing that may allow him to survive this. If he gets flattened out, it's going to be over. Hangman rolls Danielson through, and now just driving knee strikes.
Man, I thought he should have hooked the front face lock right there if you're Hangman. Easier said than done when you're fatigued, though.
What a great story of redemption this would be for Hangman Adam Page to win this match.
But Regal, he had him set up right there. You saw it, too. The front headlock was right there. Look at how massive our live audience here. Thousands of people here in Buffalo, New York.
Hangman is one of the great champions ever in AEW. He fell short of the trios match at All Out.
We also fell short at the first ever All Out in 2019 against Chris Jericho. It would be doubly sweet for Hangman to defeat Jericho next week.
It'll be a great story. Great story. You're right, Excalibur.
Look at that. Danielson. You don't see him do that much. He just wiped it off.
We both know that Hangman is one of the great fighters, great survivors.
Bryan Danielson knows that right arm is weakened, though. He's playing with Hangman now.
I agree with you, Regal. You're correct.
Danielson blocks, rolling elbow by Bryan Danielson. Hangman returns fire with one of his own. Danielson Rolls, Hangman goes through. Danielson avoids contact. Looking perhaps for the Busaiku knee.
Deadeye!
The Deadeye center of the ring.
He's going to advance. Got it.
No! So close.
That Deadeye came out of nowhere. Great job by Hangman. That was freaking awesome.
Lord Regal almost came out of his chair on that one, buddy.
I don't blame him.
Wow, what a match, man. These kids are
Let's
just...
take a look at this, man. Let's wonder what's going through Chris Jericho's mind when it's Deadeye hit by Hangman.
You always got to be thinking, soften each other up as long as it takes.
I think you're right, Excalibur.
And you can't blame Chris Jericho for that. You'd want these two to inflict as much damage on each other as possible.
Here we go, like we talked about. Big man.
Moonsault rest. The pool was empty.
Took too much high risk right there.
And the Busaiku knee. But Hangman, he was knocked towards the ropes.
Right, exactly. Good call.
Oh, that's great. Got himself out of the ring.
That's just tremendous ring awareness by Hangman Page. We've seen the Busaiku knee defeat men like Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah, I can tell you, I knew exactly what Danielson was going to try here.
Tope Suicida. Oh, Danielson, his knee hit the ropes.
Mistake.
And Hangman, the powerbomb on the apron.
The lower back.
Lower back, Shivani hit the corner.
Right.
Look at this.
Whoa, Hara moonsault.
I'm digging this, guys.
Hangman's gonna do it.
Look at the sense of urgency.
Here it comes.
Sense of urgency by Hangman. Oh, man, that buckshot's coming up. I can feel it.
Hangman Page. Danielson in his sights. No, Danielson.
O'Connor roll.
Drops behind.
He was waiting on him.
Roll. The bridge back. Danielson does it.
That was awesome.
Yes. Here is your winner, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
What a freaking match, guys.
Awesome match. Awesome match.
Now we know in 1 week's time, it will be Bryan Danielson, Chris Jericho, the rematch from All Out, but now this time, the winner will move on to Grand Slam to compete for the AEW World Championship.
Giovanni, like you said it, man. I mean, that's what Jericho wanted. There you see, as you just mentioned, Excalibur Danielson, 6-time world champion, advances next week, over in New York against Jericho, 7-time world champion in semis.
A huge matchup set for next Wednesday night at Dynamite.